It is time to dig my plants up. We leave tomorrow, so here we go. This is what is left of my raspberries. I believe it's raspberries anyways. I could not remember which plant I had planted where because I had a whole row through here of blackberry, raspberry, and blueberry at one point. I did take some raspberry that did not survive. I took some blueberry. I have one blueberry that's semi-thriving. And back there is believed to be my huge blackberry bush. I did cut it all back. There's quite a bit of buds on there to start new. I guess they're not really buds at the moment. Little notches. Those will all start new plants. So I probably will take this very long one and do a cutting from it. And potentially the shoots off of these side shoots, because this is a very large bush to have in a greenhouse. So I am going to dig this up, roots and all of these plants, and take them. He doesn't want them, so they're not really doing. He ate the blackberries last year. It gave quite a bit of blackberries, but he said he doesn't even want any left. So this is raspberry, blackberry, and then this is what's left of my elderberry. So I just dug up these ones here, about 5 I think on each side, and gave them to his mom, and his sister wanted some elderberry to grow. So this is what's left of the elderberry. Again, we're going to dig up all of the roots. Not 100% sure if this guy right here is elderberry or not. It might be. I don't really know. To be honest, I'll probably dig it up and he's peeing on my bush that I'm about to dig up. Petey! I'm surprised he hasn't killed these dang bushes, these plants with all the times he pees on it. Ding dong. Anyways, that's a dog for you. These are on his dad's property that I planted. These are my plants that I purchased and planted and grew. But then when we moved, I didn't have my greenhouse yet, and he ended up mowing over most of them. He didn't realize they were there. They just got so entwined. We had a garden all through here, and it was just very long grass and overgrown because I left it. I had harvested everything that I could out of the actual garden part. There was a fence where that line of dirt over there is, that we just took down, and we got it mowed up, and it was very overgrown. So he didn't see all the bushes, and he mowed most of them. I took, some of my cuttings, some raspberries and blueberries, but the rest got mowed over. So that's what's left. I'm taking all of it. We're digging all of it up, root and all. And then when I get them home, I will divide them each into their own pot. So these are going to be root balls that are tangled together. When I dug these two sides out, they were a big chunk of root that just shockingly grew together, because elderberries typically only grow like 2 to 3 per area. I bought, what did I buy? A total of 20, I believe it came with. It was all cuttings from somebody locally that I had purchased them. They were all cuttings a few years ago, and they grew. I have some actually cuttings from these that I took last winter when I was here, and those are growing actually in my greenhouse. So some of these I will cut into cuttings, and I will do videos on how to do that and how to propagate them and grow them from cuttings. I will do that with my elderberry and my blackberry. My raspberry is probably not going to make it. We're going to be surprised if it makes it. It's very small, very small, like skinny. And it doesn't always take much to make it grow. So we're going to see what the roots look like. If they're healthy roots and we can get these all separated, maybe that will help them. And I will put some things in there, some fertilizer. I'll probably add some peat moss. I just got peat mosses coming I think it's supposed to be delivered Monday to my house. So I got some peat moss. I will probably add into some of the soil. I have some mealworm if I need to add that. Certain plants, I need to check with these ones. I haven't really looked into it too much. I have actually bought other raspberry plants from like Sam's Club and Walmart, and none of them survived either. The roots just completely died. I couldn't revive them. So this is what's left. Unfortunately, my strawberry bushes also got mowed over, so we did buy all new strawberry. And I have seeds that are also coming for blueberry, blackberry, strawberry, and raspberry. So I will also try to grow from seed and hope that something works out, because we eat a lot of berries. And I will be using the elderberries to make syrup. So it's good for when you're sick. So kind of like a cough syrup. It's really good as a cough syrup. And that's that. It is time to dig my plants up because we leave tomorrow. We leave tomorrow, which is Friday. In the afternoon, we are stopping halfway overnight. And then we will be home Saturday early afternoon, probably. We usually stop. Well, actually, this time we usually stop in Illinois if we do it halfway. This one is actually in Indiana. So, might be a little bit further than halfway on Saturday. So once we get home, I will try to do a video on planting these guys and getting them all, doing any cuttings that I do from the other two plants here. I'll do videos on that too. So stay tuned for that, and wish me luck that all of my plants survive. I'm not sure that we actually grew any raspberries on this plant, any of these plants here. But these plants are only a few years old. 2 or 3 years ago I planted these. And it had a root system for the raspberries and the blackberries. I think I purchased them from like Lowe's or Walmart or somewhere. I don't know. They were not seeds. So, I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to hope they're strong enough to make this long journey. It's anywhere from 10 to 12 hours, depending on how many times you stop and what traffic you hit, because we go through Indiana, around Indianapolis area. Sometimes we go through Chicago, the heart of it. Sometimes we go the Beltway. Sometimes we end up through Milwaukee. And so a lot of congested areas, especially on a Saturday travel. So we'll see how that goes.